As you know so well, consistency is the mother of mastery. It's not what you do once every year that is going to allow you to live a legendary life. It's what you do every single day, which brings me to ritual number 1, the ritual of early rising. The way you begin each day sets up the way you live each day. I mean, the Spartan warriors said it so well. Sweat more in training, bleed less in war. And if you want to be literally undefeatable in business, literally unstoppable in life, you really want to dial in your morning routine. And so you want to do things like starting the day sweating, because that releases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, that repairs brain cells from stress. You want to sweat because that's going to increase your metabolic rate, which is going to give you energy. And we live in a world where energy is even more valuable than intelligence. You want to, in your morning routine, take the time to write in a journal so you actually can detect your values, reconnect with your goals each day, get to know yourself even more, because awareness is the beginning of transformation. And you want to get your morning routine right so you take some time at the front end of your day to learn. Because as you learn more, you know you're going to achieve more. And as you understand better, you can achieve larger. Which brings me to the second ritual that will predict your success, and it's the ritual of strategic time blocking. So you can tell me that excellence matters to you, that productivity is a value that you adore, that being great in business is important to you, that being a world-class family woman or family man is an imperative for you. But show me your schedule and I'll get a sense of your true values. I mean, your schedule each day really does predict the rest of your life. So it's not about what you talk about, it's about what you actually schedule. And the things that we schedule are the things that get done. And I'm going to repeat that again because it's so important. But the things that you schedule are the things that get done. There's something absolutely powerful about taking out a written piece of paper, and I like writing it, and having that map right in front of you. It's almost like a war sheet. You're like a warrior, and every day is a battle, but obviously a positive battle, a productive battle. But you literally start to schedule out every single day. And I do it on Sunday mornings. It's like a sacred routine that I do. And I take out this piece of paper and I literally do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I call this my blueprint for a beautiful week. And actually, you don't need a formal template. You can do it in your journal. You can do it on any piece of paper. You can do it on a big piece of paper so you see it all day. And again, I like writing it out because if I put it in my digital device, I forget about it. I'm a very visual type of a person, like a lot of creative people. And so what I do is, this is the ritual of strategic time blocking. I block out times at the office with my team. I block out times in creative work. I actually block that out. I block out times for beautiful family dinners with my loved ones. I block out my 2 massages every week. I call this my 2 massage protocol. It's really a great source of staying on the top of my game and having tons of energy. I block out my 5 a.m. routines. And literally, after this process, it takes me about 45 minutes to do, like I say every Sunday morning, I have blocked out my highest priorities. And so now I have a visual template, a visual map for a world-class week. So the second ritual that will predict your success is the ritual of strategic time blocking. Why? Because the things that get scheduled are the things that get done, and vague goals lead to vague results. But with precision of these time blocks and a very detailed schedule, you will do remarkable things in your week. Which brings me to the third ritual that will predict your success, the ritual of over-delivering. It is so rare in business and in society right now to see people that consistently go the extra mile. You're in a restaurant, the server generally gives you what you expect or less than what you expect. You go into a clothing store, it's what you expect or less than what you expect. You do business with any organization, it's generally delivering on what you expect, but more often, even less. So you have a gorgeous opportunity to lead the field in everything that you do by doing one thing: practicing every single day, because it's a muscle, the ritual of over-delivering. Don't just give your customers what they expect, give them 10x more than what they expect. Don't just give your organization what your manager, what your boss, what the organization is expecting from you. Show something that is so rare in today's economy. Initiative. Initiative. So you're asked to do a project, give them 5 more things than they expect. You're asked to give a presentation on something, go the extra mile. Consistently dial in the daily habit of over-delivering on people's expectations, and guess what? You become a merchant of wow. You become indispensable to your organization. I wrote a book a little while ago called The Greatness Guide, and one of the chapters talked about the importance of being indispensable. And I learned that when I was a young lawyer. And I remember talking to my mentor. And I asked my mentor, you know, the top litigator at this firm, how come he is the icon of the legal profession in this region? And my mentor looked at me and said, Robin, because that person is indispensable to this firm. Well, how do you do that? By practicing the ritual of over-delivering every single day for the rest of your life. Which brings me to ritual number 4 that will definitely predict your success. The ritual of daily learning. And I call this the 60-minute student. The 60-minute student. No matter how busy you are, no matter what's on your plate, you absolutely must, if you want to be legendary in your marketplace, you absolutely have to do this. Schedule 60 minutes a day for your learning. It could be listening to audiobooks. It could be the next day listening to a podcast. It might be reading quietly. It might be writing in a journal, because writing in a journal about what you're learning, what you learned from your day, what you're learning from your life, that is learning. But 60 minutes a day, I absolutely challenge you with great love and respect, wire it into your day, because that ritual will allow you to know more about your field than anyone who's ever done your field in the history of the world. I mean, education is inoculation against disruption. And as you know more, you can achieve more. And we do live in a world where there is such a fascination with entertainment, you know, and everyone loves pretty pictures. And it's really easy to spend the best hour of your best days looking at what your friends are eating. And I'm suggesting to you, you think like a student. Because you're watching this mastery session because something deep within you wants you to be the master of your game. And here's the thing about every master. Every master thinks like a beginner. They're always learning. I mean, when I look at the masters, they're like, how did that person do that? I'm trying to deconstruct how that icon of the field does it. I'm always reading. I'm always going to conferences. I'm always having conversations with people I can learn from. So remember, the 4th ritual to predict your success is the ritual of daily learning. And don't just do this once a month, daily. Because as I said at the beginning, consistency is the mother of mastery. Which brings me to the 5th ritual, the ritual of private reflection. Well, it's very easy to be busy being busy. But let me ask you, what's the point of being really busy in your work life or your personal life if you're busy around the wrong things? I mean, it makes no sense to spend the best hours of your finest days climbing these mountains only to realize on the last hour of your last day, you climbed the wrong ones. And so what is the antidote to busyness and being reactive? It's reflection. And it's not really common in our world right now. You know, 100 years ago, we would spend a lot of time on the farm. I mean, there wasn't a lot of technology. We spent a lot of time in reflection, you know, taking these long walks, writing in a journal, having conversations with intimate friends where we would reflect on deeper things. And I'm simply suggesting to you that the 5th ritual that will absolutely predict your success is how much time you spend in silence, solitude, and stillness, just thinking about how you're living, thinking about how you're working, thinking about whether your daily behavior is aligned with your deepest values, thinking and reflecting about what you want your legacy to be, thinking and reflecting about what's your impact through the work you're doing. Here's a great thing to reflect on. Ask yourself this question or write about it in your journal. What is the one project that if I did it flawlessly over the next 3 months would literally change the game for me within my organization and within my marketplace? But if you look at the people who are getting traction on great results, they are people who spend a lot of time alone, and they spend a lot of time thinking, and they spend a lot of time in this ritual of reflection. Okay, I hope this mastery session has been interesting, fascinating, but remember, as I often say to you, ideation without execution is nothing more than delusion. And so you want to take at least one of the 5 rituals and absolutely find the time to practice it today. Because when you do that, it's the beginning of a whole new way of working, a whole new way of living, and a whole new way of impacting the world that we live in. And our world has never needed heroes the way that we need heroes right now. And I'm looking to you to do your part, to be the hero of your own life, so together we build a better world. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.